This is an astonishing event. We're looking at one of the most famous intersections in England. This is Oxford Circus, usually bustling with carbon dioxide emitting vehicles and honking horns of buses and taxis, chauffeur driven cars. Not a moving vehicle in sight. April the 17th, 2019. And there's an environmental group here, which I've never heard of. And I'm very lucky to get into a department store to get a front lit, elevated shot of the proceedings. They've been here for a few days. This organisation is in the London press. Some protesters have been arrested on Waterloo Bridge. No one's been arrested here hitherto. They've been here for a few days and they're wondering how many more days the authorities will stomach their presence before they're forced to disband them. I do hope when they do have to leave that they won't resist, because they've had plenty of time to get their message across. Global warming. Some people don't think it exists, but it definitely is. The President of the United States of America will say, what do you mean global warming, when you can fire a water pistol in Michigan in January and you got a stream of ice forming as soon as the water leaves the water pistol, to show that record temperatures have occurred on the planet below zero. But if we've got global warming, the volume of the sea will increase because hot water takes up more space than cold. Icebergs will melt. Low-lying regions, such as where I live in Somerset, will be threatened, and villages by the sea will be allowed to be destroyed, as governments will spend money on elaborate defences like they've done in Birmingham-on-Sea to protect billions of pounds worth of property. So in the next 100-200 years time, when parts of our coastline are under threat, being in the east part of England and in Somerset, for example, maybe parts of Cumbria, will go under. The government will not spend money protecting hamlets, caravan sites and remote dwellings. And these people here are trying to get governments to act. Remember David Cameron going to hug a husky in the Arctic Circle as a publicity stunt for the environment? But what happens when these politicians do these stunts? Do they spend the money in making sure that measures are put in place to reduce everybody's carbon footprint? And it's this demonstration here in London which really is an education, because I always say that if you live in a rural seaside town like Birmingham-on-Sea, when you come to London it's an education. You wouldn't get this event happening where I live. So to be within shouting distance of Broadcasting House and the intersection between Oxford Street and Regent Street, and this peaceful demonstration on this spring morning with all their placards and messages, they're rebelling for the life of the planet. So I hope that this video will arrest your interest, because I'm going to make a couple of videos myself now, because my pet subject is overuse of plastic. So I hope you'll